I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Catherine Goggia. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful night?
Well, I'm doing great here in Northern California. Things are chilly. There's a little snow on the ground, so we're ready for Christmas.
Oh, that's great. That's great to know. Great to know. And which of your talents, Catherine, is responsible for us connecting at this time?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for inviting me on your show. It's so fun to be part of your podcasting goal achievement, and I'm glad that you reached out to me. I've been a training specialist for employees for more than 25 years, and that led me to writing Live It, Mastering Positive Attitude Habits. Training participants kept telling me they wish they could take me back to work. So I produced the Relatable Leader podcast so that they can listen to me back at work. And I think it's through that podcast that you connected with me on LinkedIn.
Yeah, most definitely. It definitely was the podcast. Now, who did you learn to be relatable from?
That's a great question. Well, I started out believe it or not, my elementary school teachers often asked me to go out into the hallway and help people who were struggling. So my training career kind of started early there, but eventually I earned certifications from international certifications, actually, and I would recommend that for anybody who wants to be a trainer. I earned mine through Achieve Global and Development Dimensions International. And then as far as podcasting goes, I think I'm going to mention some names here that you folks are familiar with. The Podcast Answer Man, Pat Flynn, and John Lee Dumas, of course.
The Godfathers, right?
Exactly. And I seriously, on the off chance that any of them hear this interview, I learned so much from them, and learning how to podcast has been a great boost to my business.
Oh, it's amazing. So now that you've gotten out there, of course, you've done the years of being a relatable person. I'm sure there have been the ups and downs. Why will you continue to repeat this skill, Catherine?
Well, because of feedback from my training participants, honestly, the more channels through which I offer tools and information, the more people that I can help. And my clients are giving me great feedback about how much they appreciate all that. And then you can probably relate to this too, Angel. The live workshops, webinars, online courses, books, and the podcast make all of my information and tools available at a variety of price points, right? So even right down to the podcast, which is free.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, tell us, my friend, one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
Well, that would probably have to be continuous learning and application of that learning. I find that I'm a much better trainer if I'm always learning. So I really appreciate that.
How does that make you feel?
Well, probably kind of like you feel going after this podcasting goal. I'm just super excited about the expanding scope of my career and the number of people that I'm reaching. Right now, the podcast is being heard in 22 countries.
Sweet. Love it.
Yes.
Love it. Yes, congratulations.
Yeah,
That's amazing. So suggest to someone out there why they should do what you've done by creating various formats of what you deliver.
Sure. Great question. I think primarily between me and the other trainers on my team, we are literally helping thousands of people every year. And for your listeners to kind of think about the big picture here, what that means is that we're directly contributing to the economic growth and sustainability of our community. So I would say to your listeners, training is a great career for people who thrive on contribution to others. Now, I would also add that that's not enough. You've definitely got to have some other things in place, but training is a great way to contribute to other people.
What's the best place for someone to connect with you, Catherine?
If they go to my website, relatableleader.com, they will see links to all my resources there, and then also catherinegoggia.com, and most recently also worksmartlivehappy.com. And certainly, like you guys, I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, and also have a YouTube channel. So thanks for that question. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And again, Catherine Goggia. Goggia spelled Goggia. Catherine, let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Catherine, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Well, I'm going to tell you, this was a really thought-provoking question for me. I discovered I didn't have one clear memory, and I thought about it, but I more like have a conglomerate of images and feelings around storytelling and playing and coloring. And honestly, I don't know which came first, but I will share with you that I do have one clear memory of driving to the fair. And we were driving down the hill from our town to the fair down in the valley, and in that evening sky, we could see the lights from the Ferris wheel and all the other rides. And all of a sudden I said to my mom, I don't feel very good. And my mom said, that's okay. You're just excited. And that's a message I've carried into my adult life many times. It's okay. I'm just excited. This is fun for me. I have to remind myself sometimes.
How old were you in that memory?
I think about 5 years old.
How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
I think that was just one of the messages that my parents gave me to walk through fear and just try new things and keep going. And I feel very, very fortunate for that. I would say that I'm lucky to have a strong foundation of, two parents who were always kind of cheering me on. And thank you for that question. I love to honor my parents that way.
You're welcome. Well, can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind with that memory?
I love it. Absolutely.
I love the idea that your mother expressed in a very, very, very amazing way what it is to be a relatable person. She actually came up alongside you with the feeling you were feeling and said, I know how you're feeling. You're feeling excited. And that, I'm guessing, is the platform on which you enter into so many organizations and help them understand how to be a relatable leader. Is that accurate?
It's amazingly accurate. And I want to validate your feedback by letting you know that just earlier this week, I traveled out of town for a training for a group of managers from all over the state. And you are exactly right. I walked into a room of people that I did not know, and it was just time to rock and roll it and help them. So thank you for that insightful feedback.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And if we fast forwarded to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Well, this is super fun for me because I used to pretend I was a DJ, and based on my last name, I came up with the call letters KGOG, where the heat of the day is not as hot as the heat of the hits.
Love it.
And so I'd have fun. Yeah, right? Oh man, I was into it, which is why podcasting now is so fun, right? I was pretending that I was doing this in front of the mic forever. So I used to call in and request songs, and with my handheld recorder, I'd put together mixtapes. But I recall at that time when I was 12, I was really into America, the Doobie Brothers, Carly Simon, and Carole King. Yeah, they were spinning on my little turntable, to be sure.
Love it, love it. Well, Catherine, my friend, we have arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form. Says yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Catherine?
Hit me.
Catherine, hit me with that one more time. I love it. I can help it. Catherine, Catherine, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes, a few people.
Are you married?
I am a fiancée.
Whoop, whoop. Congratulations. Do you have children?
Yes, they're four-legged, 2 dachshunds. I love them with all my heart.
There we go. Do you believe in God?
Absolutely.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Fortunately, yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No, I don't have time for that. But on average, I watch about 3 Netflix per week.
All right. And what about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
I'll tell you what, it completely depends on what kind of day it is. If I'm developing a training or working on my next book or making videos for my YouTube channel, absolutely I'm on the computer more than 8 hours a day. But if it's training day, no, I'm just checking email to make sure everything's scheduled correctly. But mostly on training days, of course, I'm working with people.
Catherine, this has been a great pleasure. I would like to know now if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Catherine Goggia. What would you say that is?
I help people work smart and live happy through information and tools they can apply immediately.
Love it. Catherine, this has been a great pleasure. I tell you, before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I sure would, and thanks for the opportunity. I'd love for y'all to go over to my website, relatableleader.com. At the top of my page, you'll see a survey highlighted there. I'm collecting data for my next book. It's a short 9 questions, and then the 10th question gives you the opportunity to be listed in the book, and I'd love to have your participation in that.
Oh, love it. Again, Catherine, thank you, my friend, for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Angel, I want to thank you so much, and I wish you the best of luck in all your podcasting goals, buddy. Keep it going.
Love it. I wish you all the best as well. May you continue to be relatable. Catherine Goggia. Thank you.
Thanks so much. This is great fun.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.